Hi guys, in this video I'm gonna take you inside the commercial rope access window cleaning, and today I am on one of the roofs. I am all in my uniform and I'm planning to do some drops with my guys. Before we start, we're just gonna do some planning of how the work will actually be done, from which side of the building we're gonna start. We also, before we start, we're gonna need to prepare, bring all the tools. We're gonna use roof riggers just because there's a lot of glass railings on this roof and we need to bypass them somehow. So we have two options. The option one is obviously the roof rig, and the option two is we're gonna be stick our rope between the railings, which is probably not the best way to do, but in this case we have a pretty large ledge over here on the other side, and it's not going to be a problem for us to climb over, sit into the chair and move down. This way we're going to save some time with the setting up and bringing roof rigs, plus we can hang more guys with less of the roof rigs. Let's see how it's going to go. Stay tuned, like, subscribe, and I'll go do my things. Okay, so this is how you set up the rig. We have two different roof riggers. They all have a serial number over there, and we have to make sure that we're not gonna mix them. And each rigger must have its own parts. All right, so how do you know how much rope you need? Because right now, when I'm gonna go this way and then I'm gonna have to go that way, and I won't be able to drop the ropes all the way down. So I have 300 feet of ropes in here. So roughly it's 30 floors of rope. So my kind of basic understanding, I have a 10-floor building, let's say 15 floors altogether. So I have to drop half, at least half, a little bit more than a half, just to be safe. A little bit more than a half of this rope bag of ropes, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be enough for me to get to the bottom. Okay, we're gonna make a figure 8 in here, nice and tight. I already showed in the videos how the figure 8 is supposed to look. You're putting it one anchor point. Now we have a second anchor point. We're using these two steel lattice. I think this is a good solid anchor point, and we have two of them, which is good. And right now my rope will go between that glass over there. I'm not gonna use any protection on this one, it seems okay. Yep, the rope will go that way and we go down. Okay guys, so this is me on the rig. We just set it up, and this specific model, it's a 6-foot rig. We have 8 plates here for counterweight. It's gonna be 42 pounds each, and each model of the rig designed to specific amount of weight that you must have on the rig. All right, so they have a smaller, I think 4 foot. Then we would need to use 12 plates, and they have also 8 feet riggers. You need to use less of the counterweight on that one. I believe it only 6, but it's a lot bigger piece than this one. We like 6-footers just because they are the most convenient for us. Okay guys, so when you are on the first drop, when you're new building, or perhaps it's an old building, I must give you an advice. please pay attention on the glass scratches, because it may be a building that you already cleaned, but the tenant changed, management changed. They may not be aware about the scratches that on the glass. And since for you it's an existing scratch and you don't care because you saw it and you lately already told the management that it is, they may not remember that. So first drop, assess the window always. You have to take pictures, take notes, small videos of the area. Make sure that you clearly identify in which area you see the scratches. It could be entire building, like maybe you see them through the dirt, because in this case, I see them through the dirt. So like this window, for example, I already cleaned it, but I took some videos before with the dirty windows. And there's a multiple scratches all over the place. Like, look, this area, I mean, it's all scratched. It's important to address. So eventually our company will not be paying for the glass restoration or do it for free. So yep, that's a small tip for you when you do rope access work and commercial window cleaning. Be safe and watch the scratches. Okay, so I couldn't pass this window without not showing you. Look, it's dirty, and look, all this large scratches, that area. Look over here especially, look, this is the scratch, this one, this one, this one, this one. Like, this entire window has been scratched. Okay, just got down from the drop, and here is what I did. I did this corner from both sides. It was not easy. Okay, so this corner. So I have my ropes over there on the top. So first drop has been done, the one that over here. And now I just decided to go on this side drop, because anyway, the ropes are set in the right place. So we need to do it somehow, this piece. And you see these terraces, they are a little bit on the side. So I did this and I could have reached to this drop. So all this piece is done from one drop, and we don't need to do anything, you know, to reset the ropes for this drop. Now this drop is going to be easy because it's very close to the windows. And in here we have 3 drops left, and we have exactly 3 lines over there on the top. Oh my God, it's very cricket in here. Okay, let's continue our video. So right now I am on 1, 2. This is 3rd drop on this line, and I did one on the side. So we have 3rd. Technically I did the 4th one, small one. It feels like I didn't do a lot, but it's actually a lot. So you see, when you're cleaning windows, you actually enjoy a couple other things. You sneak into other people's apartments and see what they're doing. Not that it's very interesting, but this was 6 and 7. Oh my God, I did 7 drops, guys. And it's not scraper, look. Scraper doesn't scratch the glass, you see? Look at these scratches, look at my scraper. It's not about the scraper, it's about the debris that on the window. Look, I'm scraping the glass, look. And nothing's happening. So when client is trying to tell me that we scratched the glass because we're using razor blade, I mean, it's very little true in that. I don't mind. I don't deny, I would say, that there's some windows that could be scratched by a scraper, but definitely not these. So here is a little inside. So it's 2:30 afternoon. We had lunch for about an hour, and so far I did these 4 drops. So it's a single line. I was needed to go to this from the top. Then I did this drop. Yep, this drop, and the corner one I also did. So we have a total of 4 large drops and too small, 4 stories. And then we have another drop in the corner on that side that I was able to reach from this drop. So we have 4 plus 2, 6 drops and the 7 on there. So I'm planning to finish all this side today. So I have just 1 drop left, and I think another 40 minutes and it's gonna be done. So guys are doing the large drop. So they have also set back over there, the terrace. They need to jump in on the terrace and come down, but they have more windows to clean. So they are taking 2 rows instead of like I have singles, large panels, and they have a bunch of smaller panels, which a little bit longer to clean, but they have less operations while they cleaning the windows. Because these long drops, you just sit, clean all the way down. You go as fast as your hands are moving. And that's it. So they were able to do 3 drops before lunch, and they are on the 4th drop right now. So you see, I'm doing singles. I'm about 7, 8 drops, 4 large, 3 small. And they are on the 4th drop with the larger drops and more panels. Yep, so that's how it is. Okay, so what is partial glass cleaning, scraping and scrubbing? Okay, so we have our washer. So this is gonna be a regular window cleaning. I'm just gonna clean the glass back and forth like this, a little bit ledge, runoffs of water, and I'm gonna do this. Okay, that's a regular window cleaning. It's good for windows that has been recently cleaned or cleaned every year. Once a year, it's good for you to have regular cleaning. But if your windows haven't been cleaned for a while, there's such a thing as oxidation, hard water stains, aged dirt sticks to the glass, and regular cleaning is not enough. In that case, we're using steel wool to scrub entire surface of the glass. I don't have steel wool here right now because I'm doing like a 6 drop in a day, and I don't need steel wool. Here is clean window. Then we have a partial glass scraping. Okay, so partial glass scraping, it's if we have a bird poop, some silicone, some other stuff stick to the glass, I'm gonna do like this, like this, like that. I'm gonna clean it, okay? And this is gonna be partial glass scraping. So it's good for this project, regular cleaning plus partial glass scraping. Then we have post-construction window cleaning or full glass scraping. This is where we need to scrape with the scraper entire glass surface. Usually it's after construction cleaning, when you have all these little things stick to the glass like stucco, bricks, cement and things like that. So that's the difference between the cleaning. So you can tell how big is the difference in speed of regular cleaning, even partial glass scraping or scrubbing. Imagine I would be scrubbing all these panels after cleaning, so it just doubles the work, maybe even triples. So that's why these details are important when we do estimate, and customers need to understand what exactly they need. If they haven't cleaned windows for a long time, I guess initial cleaning with scrubbing and scraping is a good deal for them. If it's post-construction, obviously, construction cleaning, that's the main thing. Like, look, this piece of glass, I already see that there's some caulking on it. So I'm gonna do regular cleaning first. Now I'm gonna take and all these pieces, I'm gonna remove. You see, I'm not scratching the glass. Even though I'm using a razor blade, I'm checking. Okay, we removed all that. Now, just a quick detailing. Make sure your window cleaners do detailing, because otherwise you will end up with this dirty water. It's gonna dry and it's gonna look not so good. Many of you may not even notice that, but some of you who wants it to be nice, detailing. And the other thing, look at the inside of the windows. on this building, a lot of apartments need post-construction interior cleaning because they are not being cleaned properly after construction. Okay, guys, so we're done for today. So guys did 5 drops. We have new guys came from our company to restore acid graffiti. I have a lot of acid graffiti videos on my channel. So if you wanna just research, I have a new playlist dedicated only for scratching graffiti removal. I'm just gonna give them space. It's too noisy to stay over there. But just to give you a little bit more of the update, we did entire site on this side, and we did couple drops over there on that side, and that small piece in the end all the way around. I was assigned by my crew on that side, and they did larger drops, and I was doing a bunch of smaller ones. So this was a rope access window cleaning here in New York. This is Brooklyn, and that's how we do it. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.